Well, and we'd like to send some type of best wishes, hopefully, for him to return to action in a different wrestling company. Ricky Starks just got his neck broken. Actually, not just. It was 2 weeks ago or whenever it was when he took that German suplex and was supposed to land on his feet and landed on his head and then popped up and didn't sell it. Turns out it broke his neck. And one of the highlights, one of the guys that we actually enjoy watching, but you don't need to have any vulnerable parts of your body if you work for that company. How many injuries have they had? How many surgeries have they had in just a year and a half on television? Everybody gets hurt. Everybody gets injured. Everybody gets knocked out in the middle of matches because it's a goddamn Chinese fire drill. They're all out of control. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they're just diving randomly at everything. And if something does actually happen that really hurts, they don't sell it if it's not the spot that they called ahead of time in the locker room. This guy, and I like Ricky Starks. We've done nothing but praise him. He looks good, he works good, he talks good. I hope he's takes care of himself and comes back in the proper amount of time and better, but goddamn. He took a German suplex on his head that actually broke his neck and didn't even sell it and popped up and went to the next spot. And then now we're hearing about it after. I guess he finally went to the doctor. And did you see people are saying, well, it was not a broken neck, it was a fractured neck. What the fuck? Brian, if you take a bump that does either one, breaks your neck or fractures your neck, shouldn't you stay down and sell it?
I would think so. I was surprised when I read that it was a fractured neck and then they said he'll be out for 3 months. I was like, that's it?
Well, that's nothing. I don't know who he's I hope they're sending guys like that to either Andrews in Birmingham, or if somebody is taking his spot as the premier orthopedic people, or maybe, Angle's neck guy or whatever. I don't fucking know, but no, 3 months doesn't sound right for anything related to your neck that involves anything getting broken or fractured. But
you know what? Get him on TV right away with a neck brace and just give him a microphone.
Well, no, because I don't trust any of these fuckers not to hurt him accidentally. Somebody out there that pays more attention than we do ought to compile a list of the people that have been injured, operated on, or just knocked unconscious on camera, either on YouTube or their television show, in a year and a half of this falderall. Because, and I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. Half the time I see the guy taking bumps that they want to take and taking them right. Yeah, take a full-fledged, no-hands backdrop over the top rope and land flat of your back on the wooden stage, not gimmicked with my crash pad, and see how that feels, and we'll go from there. I'm surprised that any of them get up, but it's ridiculous. And I don't understand if the veterans and people like JR or Tully or Arn or anybody is saying, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop it. The injuries are going to be ridiculous. You're going to shorten your career, whatever. They're obviously not listening. But if Tony Khan's writing the checks, he's paying for things, then he ought to be the one out there saying, hey, I'm not buying a bunch of paraplegics here. I'm buying professional athletes. So learn to do this shit in such a way that you captivate the audience's attention without having to risk your life and the life of your opponent in every single move. But I don't see Tony Khan as much of a General Patton when it comes to assembling the troops and giving them a rah-rah speech, either in the element of Paul Heyman or Bill Watts or anybody in between. I can see Tony Khan going up there and going, well, thank you guys for all your great work, and we appreciate it, and really it's great, and my booking is great, and you guys are great, and I wish you'd just keep doing anything you want to do.
Did you see that video that AEW Botches Twitter account had of him before the Blood and Guts match, letting people know that there are going to be some tape matches. You're going to be reacting. Please react to them on the big screen, and then you'll get the blood and guts. If you have a problem, you can get a refund. What I just said, it took him like a minute and a half, and he couldn't get anything out.
I saw it on Twitter, and I'd watched just a second. I was on it, and then I went back and found it again. And yeah, I've seen guys beg their girlfriends to take them back with more bass in their voice than this guy addressing his fucking fans. Please like that. Please do that. And don't. There's nobody running this fucking thing. The veterans are sitting over in the corner taking their check because they know it's no good. They're just beating their head against the wall because these fucking knuckleheads won't listen because they think that they know everything. And they also think that, well, and to be honest with you, this group of talent, I would say they're 25% of the AEW talent should actually be employed in a major promotion. And the other bunch, the only reason that anybody's watching this shit is because of the goofy shit they do. They know they can't get over any other way, so they're not going to take anybody's suggestion of slow down, be safe, get people into you as a person rather than just a car wreck, because they can't do that anyway if they try. That's why they're not listening. So it goes back to Tony Khan, because he assembled a piss-poor fucking talent roster full of people that are not ready for the big time. And now he's stuck with him. He's been stuck paying them through a pandemic. Goddamn, if I bought a fucking lemon of a car that when I drove it, I had problems with it every time, I'd be pissed off enough. But then if you told me, but you can't sell it for the next year or so because it's a pandemic and people will crucify you for selling that car during a pandemic. Oh my God, I'd go out of my mind.
Did you see that Chris Jericho got an injury from the fall off the top of the cage of blood and guts?
Besides to his pride? Yes, he did injure his elbow, didn't he?
A dislocated elbow.
See, I told you. They should have gone to somebody else besides Mike Lindell for that crash pad.